Good morning. The early bird catches the worm. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, trying to get my freedom back through writing to convince people that I'm telling the truth. So hear my words from today. A fraternity brother told me that Patty telling lies with government authority is not a crime, and that I should move on in life. I shared that the police call my claims delusional beliefs, and that is also a crime, because it is not true, and was the reason for the last hospitalization. The police believe false reports and Netcare of a yelling match with a neighbor, and that it was over me claiming, which I didn't, that they were spying on me. That never happened. Now, completely made up shit, along with many posts on social media, are causing hospitalizations. The posts are in an effort to become free again. I've got to fill out a FOIA request with Netcare today, and I can't do that till Monday because they're closed. To find out who RS is in the probate paperwork. Here it is. It says, per referral source RS, respondent has made 33 Facebook posts in the past 24 hours showing evidence of his neighbors spying on him. I.e., a picture of his window with a glare in it. It then goes on to say that pre-screener called RS and they confirmed the above information. RS added that he does not believe respondent is not eating and described respondent as looking malnourished. Respondent also told RS that he has been seen people that he has seen people spying on him and watching him. That's because my neighbors are. Respondent also got into a screaming match, that was in quotes, with his neighbor due to accusing his neighbor of spying on him. That never happened. I dare you to find the neighbor who I had a yelling match with. It wasn't any time recently, because I'm not permitted as a slave of this neighborhood to open my mouth inside of my neighborhood, because they'll call Netcare, saying I'm exhibiting signs of a mental illness. They're trying to get out of being in trouble for violating my civil rights, because I have a right to live where I live, according to my deed, and to not be harassed. Someone in a supposedly friends-only chat group is purposefully ruining my life with false claims believed by all the people in the group. People are assuming things without verifying them with me. Nobody is calling me and saying, hey, did this happen or is this going on? Nobody comes over to my house to check on me. This person must be using a voice of authority. Sadly, I have to wait until Monday at 8 a.m. to file the information request. I should call the police today to find out the status of my reports of crime. There are 3. I've made telling them I have a suspect. I have suspect information in 1, and evidence I made the 3rd report with an officer coming in the form of the cruiser cam footage in case it's not there or doesn't exist. And I need an officer to report any crimes over again if they are not in the system. I need to first call public records to see that my request of the cruiser cam is being processed for the DVD of the entrapment and false imprisonment hospitalization that occurred on June 23rd, 2022. When I went into internal affairs to try and get help in resolving these crimes, because Officer Lutz has refused to help. And he admits in a YouTube video, in a conversation with me, that many offenses have occurred. Someone is sabotaging my freedom, and I need to know who it is so they can be stopped. My brother said I should move on and that all my effort will amount to nothing, just like the last 3 years of trying. I've been so lonely, fighting for my own freedom without any support from friends or family. I need to ask my mom a question this morning. Suppose I pretended I was a police officer and spread lies about Patty being a pentagram flasher serial killer. Her answer to that question will tell all. If it is a yes, then I finally have my mom on my side. If she says no, I can only go to a courtroom, pro se, or find a lawyer to represent me against a slew of people and organizations right away. The police are not going to get away with calling real things delusions. What Patty wants is drug abstinence in the neighborhood. Or is it that she just wants me to move so badly? Is it because I'm a threat to her own freedom? Is it that she believes I am really mentally ill and can't manage my own affairs? Is it as simple as she doesn't like the fact that I'm gay? Is it that she believes I am some social deviant the government wants jailed or removed from society? Is it that I don't respect her? Is it that I'm an addict? What if I told you it could be all of the above? She has been brainwashed and indoctrinated to hate by the person she thinks works for the government. The brown redhead with the beer belly and bald top who drives HLL 9533 and is possessed by the devil, and friends and accomplice to Arvid's crimes. After all, it is his technology and projection that Patty wants. It is his partner's phone that was linked to my network. It was his location that is given as origination on all location history and weeks of no movement on my Google account. It is where all the strange lights started coming from, and over the alley fence line. The real question is the technology is Arvid's or Bill's? Mr. Monopoly Man did visit Bill out of the blue the same day that he met with Patty. Is there a money trail to follow with Bill? I did spot Bill in my backyard one morning, and he's never cared for me since the beginning of meeting. And he thought I was a drug dealer. He got that notion from Ryan DeLaha, the one who was angry about being evicted and set me up by showing Bill drugs inside my home when there were 3 people living here that did drugs with his son. Maybe DeLaha gave him the technology or a satanic text to do a prayer that I move and won't be believed. I do not know what people's problem is with my delivery of truth, but you better wise up. I am more serious about this than I've ever been in anything in my whole life. Wake up!